we're gonna let we're gonna let Ilidas talk about. She was in a cult, and what a cult is, and then what is her experience here versus what it's like to be, that with a genuine cult that she was in, and just how off the wall that type of drama could be.
So yeah, I joined sort of like another online ashram type of group, and I had been talking to the guru for months, and he lives in the Philippines, and when I finally went over to see him, it just, something about it just didn't feel right, and then he started talking about how he was in a temple one day, and Satan came in the temple and tried to confront him, and he really tried to convince me, and I just kept thinking, yeah, I know you think Satan, he said, no, Satan really does exist. And I'm thinking to myself, this is like ego. And he tried to tell me what kind of suit he was wearing and stuff like that. And then on other occasions, let's see, he told me that there were not very many spiritual people in the world, and that all the spiritual people were just in our group, and that he was chosen. He was actually Jesus Christ in a former life, and he was coming back to the earth. He and Yogananda reincarnated, because I told him that I had a dream that I saw Jesus and Yogananda walking in the field, and he said, oh, I know why. It's because I'm the reincarnation of Jesus, and this other Sadhaka is the reincarnation of Yogananda, and we're here to save all the gurus, because all the gurus had heard all their Sadhakas. When they left their form, they heard all their Sadhakas calling them, and their attachments to their Sadhakas pulled them back into their forms, and he really felt that he and this other Sadhaka were here to save all the gurus. And he even went so far as to tell me that I was his teacher in a former life, and that he was here he would try to convince me that I don't need to be here on earth to become enlightened, that I can do it from the ethers or whatever. So
that's pretty good. So you were Christ's teacher in a former life. That's not too ego affirming, is it?
Yeah. So anyway, I was gonna stay there for 2 years, but I was like, after 10 days of that, I just couldn't handle it anymore. I just left.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
And so the difference with what's given here compared to that experience?
It's completely just, I don't know how to explain it. It's so, to me, it's so obvious that, it's very true, very natural. And, I'm staying here at the Renunciant House, and I actually was really kind of surprised that Sachi is so normal. She's so cool, and and Guruji is so cool, and and Guruji has such a zest for life, and she's just really enjoying life and enjoying the world, and she's just wonderful. So I don't know. I would encourage anyone to come here and just kind of see for themselves and make up their own mind.
Well, I have to let the cat out of the bag. I'm actually, actually the reincarnation of Achabubu. so just want to let you all in on that today. So yeah. It's hard. It's hard being the reincarnation of Achabubu. You just take so much on with that, so but that's okay.
He seconds that.
Isn't that right, Chico? Huh? So yeah, please people, let's understand what cults are and what cults are not, okay? Anybody here is free to go at any time. Nobody's constrained to come here. Nobody's constrained to do anything, They can pick up the path and they can leave, That's fine. just because we say that you can't come and go and be following other teachers when you're on here does not mean that you're locked and you're being, you know, barred in your house or something, you know. It's just, that's just utter nonsense, you know. So people nowadays, anything they don't like is a cult. So whatever. So thank you for sharing that, and I'm glad you're out of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew something was wrong when he wanted to test me. He wanted to take me over where they were beheading Americans.
Oh.
So there was an island where they had been kidnapping Americans in the Philippines. Like, I don't know if you remember, but anyway.
Yeah.
He wanted to take me over there because he knew where they were to kind of test me. And he said, "Oh, we're going to be walking through a field of snakes." I was like, "Okay, well, you know." I think he thought, I don't know, that I was afraid of snakes or something. Well, kind of was, but anyway, yeah, there's all kind of craziness.
Yeah, there is a lot of craziness, and usually cults are like that. They have the central figure that is some big grand persona, you know, that I'm out here to save the world, and
Yeah.
I'm, you know, this high exalted thing, and the world will not be saved unless it's coming here, you know, and you're all so special because you're here. Well, we don't tell anybody they're special, you know. We're not even, you know, the gurus here are not special. You know, nobody here is special. What you're going towards is the most ordinary of states. Realization is coming to normality and 0 point balance. You're not gaining to become something special. Because there's no one there to be special, you know?
Yeah.
There's just simply not.
He was special, all right.
He was special, yeah.
Even his wife, his wife was the reincarnation of Mary.
Oh, his wife was
Of
the
course.
reincarnation of
Yeah.
Mary. Well, that's convenient.
That works.
Yeah, they'll usually have some really big, huge storyline,
Yeah.
you know, that's going, and it's a bigger story
To
than
impress.
there's for a regular persona. They've got an even larger, grandiose type of a story that they want to impress you with, you know. But yeah, you're not going to find any of that here. You know, the goal here is to go beyond stories, not to create a bigger me. You know, that's not what it's about. You know, and any guru that's a real guru, a realized master, is the same. They're in the same consciousness. There is not, you know, like, I'm going to get in trouble with this one. But there are some gurus, okay, I won't use the name, but some gurus that say they're higher gurus than other gurus. You know, I'm higher than realized beings. I'm the highest thing on the planet. That's just nonsense. It's absolute nonsense in taking people in. You know, because realization is realization. When everything falls away and there's that singular, there can't be something that's higher than that. When you come to that, which is the before birth, that's pre-birth, pre-existence, and is the ground of being for all of existence, what is higher than that? There is no such thing. So if you're being told that, this guru is higher than any other guru, that's nonsense. So if you have a realized master, you're going to find that what they're saying will be right in alignment with all the other sages and realized masters throughout history.